What's up guys, Little J here. Today we are looking at a brand new game still in very early access, in fact only the demo's available, and it's called Homeseek. Now this is a post-apocalyptic survival set on Earth where water is in very rare supply. So let's get right into it.
Today is June 6, 2101. I'm afraid that this may be one of the last of my writings. The water's finally run out down here, just like it did in the old world all those years ago. The others are finally prepping to leave, to emerge back into the world, because now they must go and perish from thirst. I was just a child when the rivers ran dry and the bombs began to fall. And now I've lived an entire lifetime in the darkness of this place. I barely even remember the world of my childhood. A world underneath the bright sun and blue sky. My skin is pale, my muscles are weak. I'd only be a burden to them in the harsh journey ahead. They're still young and adaptable. I know firsthand of their strength and resilience. There's water to be found up there. We'll be the ones to find it. If there's anything to salvage from the ruins, we'll be the ones to do so. They know nothing of the society of the old world. They are the ones who might have a chance to rebuild civilization.
Okay, we're at it. Quite an interesting introduction. So we have a very small amount of water here, but their supplies are running low, so we have to settle down. So it gave us a couple tasks to do. The first one is to put down a water extractor. Oh yes, it's right here in the top left-hand corner. But I love to ignore directions because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so build a food storage. Alright, so guys, I found out how to do it real quick. It's under links and you press on the plus. Then you select the building and it connects them. So that's connected now. So water extractor. I have to place it right on top of it, which makes sense. Let's build it right here. Looks like it's good a place as any. Then we have to link them. We can use copper tubes, iron tubes, or plastic tubes, but they cost more of these, whatever they are. So let's just stick with the baseline for now. Alright, so that's all built. Now we have to have water and food by the end of the day. They nailed the atmosphere in this game. You know what, guys, give me a second. I'm gonna bump up the volume because there's like almost nothing there, so I'm gonna max it out for you guys. Alright guys, I maxed it out. There's still not much there. So we have different types of water. We have clean water, the best type. We have irrigated water, small chance of poisoning. Contaminated water, high chance of poisoning. Salty water, it's useless until you words are hard. Desalitize it. I think that's what it is. Storm warning. Dust clouds sweeping through, making it almost impossible to breathe. Batten down the hatches, quest will commence. So what do? Build 3 houses. Okay, so let's pause time again. We need to build 3 houses. Where should we put them? Let's put them up here, I think. 1. Alright, so we're running out of scrap. I need more scrap, so I'm pulling everybody off of these. Oh, no wonder my workers are resting. They're lazy. You can't just rest. We need to get this stuff done, guys. Come on. Alright, a group of strange wastelanders arrive, apparently wanting to join. They speak in a weird accent. Don't recognize them. Somehow survived on the surface. Brought a small offering of food and water in attempt to convince us of their good intentions. Yeah, why not? We accept, we get plus everything, except minus a little bit of happiness. So let's accept them. How many did we get? Oh, wow, we got 10 more people. Hooray. When do these people work? Going to eat, resting, resting, going to eat. These people never want to work. It's been like 12 hours. Please start at 8 a.m. A citizen has died? What? How'd they die? Oh, they're died. They're dead. Very sick. Dehydrated. Well fed but dehydrated. And died of, looks like, probably water poisoning from our poisoned well. So a house is built. Who lives here? Hey, look, everybody is going to work now. So 8 o'clock, everyone goes to work. They stop at like noon, it seems like. How much does the house cost? 2,000, I believe. 4,000. Okay. The poisons of the old world saturate our food and water. Find a way to cure the systems, or find a way to address the root cause of the problem. Well, the best way is obviously root cause, so let's go for it. Now, do we build houses or do we build the expedition center? We may have to choose one or the other, it looks like. There it is, expedition center. This is big. Should obviously be. Let's put it next to the highway. That seems, no, we can't. Right here, close to the highway seems like a good place to do it. We're going to need to build a research center, obviously. So might as well build that now, I guess. Oh, wow, that's big. That'll fit right, snug it right up here next to that thing. Send a 4-man expedition? Yeah, let's send a 4-man expedition. Let's send them with 3,000 and then 3,500 food. Yeah, so let's send them to Shanky Town. An expedition party requires your attention. Okay. Community found. This is telling me about Shanky Town. Fresh ruins of the old world itself now long abandoned. Our expedition community once lived here. Searching for supplies, we find a mangy dog there. Its leg cut under some debris. Oh, we can either free it, stay away, or eat it. I can't bring myself to do the latter two. We have to free it and give it some food and water. We have to. I can't bring myself to do the other ones. Continuing onward, we find a trailer home that seems to be in slightly better condition. Large red crosses painted on one side. Find a locked truck, a container designed to be safe from even large wildlife when outdoors. Just smash it. Medical supplies were damaged in the process. We salvage what we can and move on. Everyone should start work again at 8 a.m. Another expedition. They require my attention. And a messenger has arrived. Half of survivors still in the bunker who did not elect to come to the surface. They now desperately want to come and live in our new settlement. Considering their lack of supplies, they have already begun migrating in our direction. We could use the people. Let's let them join. I don't think we're outfitted for it. They're depressed and not wanting to go to work, even though survival depends on having all hands on deck. These people don't want to work, period. 2 people aren't going to work. Everyone goes to work at 8:30 and leaves at 2. Someone died. And I'm here complaining about what they're not doing. Who died? What did they die from? Sickness? We should probably get ready for more food and water. Those who shelter can ride out the worst, but we pity anyone trapped outside as soon as the storm rages on. A simple figure soon approaches, coming towards us. It walks on stilts through the mud, and with every step metallic jingles can be heard from a great sack it carries on its back. It stops before nearing our party, and then raises a mud-slathered hand to point at us. What should we do? Offer food, offer it some of our scrap, or attack the mysterious figure? We got 2,500, so let's waste 1,000 to offer it. After receiving our offer, the figure reaches into its wrapping and produces a small colorful trinket. It's not particularly useful, but the gesture of good faith is somewhat reassuring, so they're happier now. Finally reaches the outskirts of the campus. They seem like they could have once composed an entire city in its own right. A large hall that has been recently barricaded shut. After banging on the door, a voice from inside yells back, "Who's there?" We should invite them, or they could be dangerous. We should leave them alone. They're barricading themselves in there. They might be open to someone coming, or because they're barricading themselves in there, they might not trust anybody. Let's invite them. After realizing that we mean no harm, the survivors who have barricaded themselves inside the hall seem very interested in joining us. We've got 4 new members coming. Survivors arrive. The survivors from the old bunker arrive. We worried inwardly that our community is growing too large, but we need to welcome them. We need to bring them home, I think. I think we need to bring them home. Yeah, look. So, holy cow, they're out of everything. No, they need to go home immediately. Yes, I've left you out there too long. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. I know I'm a bad person. I left you out there to die, but you need to come back now. 3 citizens have died. What? Just so we can keep like some of our workers close by some of this other stuff here. I think right here looks good. Our citizens are back. Our expedition team is back. Oh, we don't have enough water. We can't send them out yet, so that ain't gonna happen yet. 4 citizens have left. We were supplying your needs. Why'd you leave? We gotta work on building up our food and water. A citizen has died. Who died? He's dead because he was very sick. So I've got 2 extra citizens now after doing that. We gotta get this wetlands researched. We just have to. We've lost like 16 people in 4 days. 4 people are dying a day. That's not good. I don't know how to run the civilization. I'm losing people right and left. A heat wave is coming on. The few hours of the sun's unrelenting gaze have become particularly unbearable. We're losing precious moisture through sweat at an alarming rate, and unprotected reserves of water are evaporating before our eyes. Spurred by the sight of our precious water evaporating so quickly, we take some time to take inventory of our remaining resources. Our community has thus comes to the grim conclusion. Even without the effects of the heat wave, our water is quickly running out. Our farming efforts will also quickly wither without a constant supply of water, meaning that our time here has suddenly become limited. We need to think of solutions to these problems and fast. And I'm pulling our resources thin to do this. 3-man expedition team. Send you with 3,000 water. Another citizen has died. We're down to 29. An expedition party requires our attention. We need to go to the old farm. We're in dire need. Our citizens are dying at an alarming rate right now. There's probably a way to rotate buildings, but I don't know it. So I'm just going to place it down right here. This will hopefully stop our citizens from getting sick, which is what we're doing. Wells deplete. Our water extractors have finally depleted the 2 shallow wells we previously relied upon. Pale descends over a pall descends a pale pall? I don't know. Descends over our settlement as everyone truly begins to understand the urgency of our situation. Until we find new source of water, all we have left to drink are rapidly dwindling reserves already extracted from the ground. When they run out, we will very quickly begin to die from dehydration. Oh no, wait a second. Why is there only 1 person? 2 people died on my expedition team. This is bad. This is very bad. Bandit Scout. As we toil in a day's work, a survivor from a community tells us he sees a strange armed Westlander prowling on the outskirts. A group of us managed to chase him off, but anxiety and doubts still spread among us about the potential new threat that might burden our already difficult lives. Mine is more happiness. Evacuation Center. Yes, please. Uh, if you don't find anything there, I don't know what we're gonna do. Refugees arrive. We need people. We need you here. A resource pile has been depleted. What's been depleted? Oh no, one of our berry bushes. Oh no. Oh, that's what we were lacking. We gotta hit the other ones hard now. First level of the courtyard before the evacuation center is covered in barbed wire steel strikes and large metal sheep arranged in palisades. We gather that frightened citizens of the Old West gathered here for safety when everything began to fall apart. Skeletons that litter the courtyard now tell us they are wrong to trust this refugee's safety. There's one of you. You cannot afford to die. You need to go around and find a safer route. These are no longer choices. A resource pile has been depleted. A wave of depression washes over the community. Can we increase the rations? If they're depressed, they won't go to work, so we have to increase the rations. We have to. These are no longer choices. These are like necessities. A citizen has died. Another one died. All from water. We can't not sustain ourselves on what we're getting from here. We just can't. It's not going to happen. Expedition party has been completely wiped. Oh, that's bad. That is very bad for us. 13 people left. A citizen is left. 2 citizens left. Our expedition party died, and all our citizens left. We're down to 13 people. We gotta roll with what comes now. Gather what food and water we can. Demo completed. You failed. This concludes our demo. The few citizens that remain alive are displeased with how the settlement has ended up. They decide to abandon it and head off on their own. Okay, well, that completes that. We have failed. Our citizenship has not succeeded. But this game has been a lot of fun. I cannot wait for the full version to come out. And it's already very complex and pretty hard, apparently. But I found this very fun. I hope you guys did as well. Well, thank you guys very much for watching this episode of Homeseek, and I will see you guys in the next one.